on. Good, good, good. Preloaders, V.I.Preloaders, welcome back to the channel, guys. Always a pleasure to have you guys here with me, and you noticed by now, or at least you should. All right, guys, I'm smiling because I'm in Southern California. I'm at Laidlaw's Harley Davidson. Did a podcast here with Matt Laidlaw. Make sure you check that podcast out. Go over to his YouTube channel. That's gonna be, you're gonna like that podcast, right? I really enjoyed doing it. But I said before, if I come to Southern California, you know, there's certain places I'm gonna go and people I'm gonna see. Laidlaw's Harley Davidson is gonna be one of those places from now on. But definitely, you know, I'm gonna come see my boy, Steve. If you don't know who Steve is, Steve Laurie. Steve is the CEO of Indy Ridge Boots. And I was talking to Steve. I think Steve rides a Dyna. And I asked him if he's ridden a 2024 Harley Davidson touring motorcycle yet. And he said no. And I said, listen, I'm not saying that you need to buy anything, but you have to experience this motorcycle and just ride it. So that's what's going on. Steve just pulled up and he's in there looking at a black one. That's what he said he wants to ride. I'm gonna be riding this. So it's a pre-owned motorcycle. I had my choice of what I wanted to ride. This is a 2015 Harley Davidson Street Glide. And why did I pick this one out of all the other motorcycles that they had in there? What do you think it is, guys? Right? Just by looking at this motorcycle, why do you think I picked this motorcycle? Put it in the comment section. I'm going to tell you anyway. But if you know it already, put it in the comment section. It's right there. It's the handlebars. Like, I didn't want to ride anything with stock bars. They had road glides, they had street glides, they had a breakout, they had Pan America. Maybe I should have picked the Pan America. Anyway, but this is what I picked, and this is what I'm going to be riding. Matter of fact, I'm going to put my 360 camera on here just to maybe get some other footage. But I'm looking forward to it. It's a beautiful day out here in Southern California. Some overcast, but that's about it. All right, guys, so let me show you the bike that Steve's gonna be riding. He wanted black, right? I didn't think he was gonna care, but he said, yeah, black. All I wear is black. I wanna ride a black motorcycle. Here it is. All right, so this is it right here. He already sat on it, took it off of the kickstand, and he noticed that the bike was lighter, and he doesn't ride a touring motorcycle, so he noticed it was lighter, so. All right, and there he is. We're gonna talk to him too before we go anywhere. All right, so if you guys follow me on Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube, I put this picture out and the caption read that Mickey was showing Steve something that Steve was very excited about on this motorcycle and that you would never guess what it was. And none of you guys guessed what it was. Well, you're gonna find out here. And Steve never took his eyes off of this the whole time Mickey was talking to him.
You're going to have less or more intervention of the safety features, and your throttle dampening goes up or goes down. So in raid mode, you have the most throttle dampening, you have the most intervention from the safety features. And the bike kind of starts to feel like a different bike. Like the disparity from rain mode to sport mode is very, very extreme. You also have custom modes in here that you can custom program on your own. So like A, and so I'm gonna start you in rain, and then you can do it while you're riding, you can do it while we're stopped at a light. You just click on that, it'll go from rain to road to sport. So definitely mess with those because it's enjoyable. Okay. It's a lot of fun. If you go rain mode the whole time, you're gonna be bored.
I like that a lot.
Yeah, so
I don't have to guess anymore.
Yes, exactly.
Like, I have to keep track. I'm like, all right, I reset at the gas station, and I'm like, all right, I've got about 39 miles to the gallon. Gas light just turned on. I probably got to get off X amount. So
yeah, on my 07, my gas gauge stopped working.
Yeah,
and my fuel light would be on all the time, so I would just have to watch my odometer.
Yep.
This is why I love us. And
that's exactly. I did exactly the same thing.
I love all of our different experiences because this is the 5th time that Steve is talking about that damn gas gauge, because that's something that's important to him because he doesn't have it on his bike. All the stuff that's new on this bike, well, a gas gauge isn't one of them. But it's new. Yeah. But it's new for him.
That's the one he's focusing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So to start it, you just tap on this. 5 cars right now. speedo, you got your tack here, you have your gear indicator there, and then you can toggle through this information here. So with this button up here, if you want to mess with this while you're riding, you can. But it's a short 4-mile loop, so I don't know how much you're gonna have with that. So you can see basically your trip meter, your MPG, trip B. You have ambient temperature, how many miles left remaining. You have your temperature monitoring system, TPMS, so you know where your air pressure is at.
Yeah.
What keeps this bike up at slow speed, Steve?
Preloading it and keep it loaded.
No.
What?
Sufficient power to the rear wheel.
Well, okay. Well, yeah.
Okay.
That's what I meant.
Exactly.
What I thought that you were going to make the jump in your head already, but I guess I need to explain it to you.
Yeah. Okay. So when you say I don't want to drop it, if you feel it dropping, what's the answer? There we go.
For me, I
so
like
we ain't dropping nothing today. And that's why I tell people, don't give up. As soon as you think I gotta put the foot up.
I watched the video the other day when you let it.
Foot up. Rear brake.
So this guy every time I ride, every time I'm at a stoplight, every time I'm at a turn, every time I'm buying a car, I'm thinking about Rob.
Yep.
Not in a weird way, but in like.
I think about him in weird ways.
See, hey.
Whether I'm at a stop or not.
Yeah.
We got 2 preloaders here, so this is awesome. What's your name?
I'm Mickey.
Mickey. Nice to meet you, Mickey. Mickey is a preloader, and he said to me, "Man, it's always funny seeing people in person." I don't know why he's saying I'm taller. You look taller than me. So
We're the same height, I think. Yeah.
I'm 6'1". You're taller than 6'1".
I'm 6'1", I believe. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Maybe it's the
I got-
boots.
I got
Oh,
heels on.
okay. And your name, sir?
Steve.
Steve, CEO of Indy Ridge, correct?
Shut your mouth about the CEO shit.
He doesn't.
I own the company. And I started the company.
Yeah, I know. You tell me the same thing all the time. I'm
gonna keep
I don't
doing
have
it.
stock options and stuff.
Yeah, every time you say the word CEO, that's 10 push-ups right there.
All right, Steve pulling out. Reload. Good. Covering the rear brake. All right, guys, so I've never ridden this bike before, of course. So any bike that I get on that I've never ridden before, the first thing I need to know, really all I need to know, aside from obvious stuff like do the brakes work, is the friction zone. So, start her up. Bike sounds good too. Sounds really good. So, you can see already, I got no brake. As soon as I start opening, look at it, it's already moving. So this clutch is in a great location for me. It's not all the way out, it's not too close in, so I can pull it in. So I'm gonna stay right there. I'm not gonna start from here because then if I need it, I gotta search for it. Start right there. So now I'm good to go. See, I can throttle blip it. It ain't going nowhere because I'm not in the friction zone. Preload, clutch, foot up. And when I'm coming to a stop, friction zone, friction zone, friction zone, friction zone, rear brake, rear brake, rear brake. Nice and smooth. There you go, Matt. Alright. Yeah. You did it with no brake at all. Full clutch control. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. about, Steve?
Yep.
All right, so Steve, what'd you think of it?
It handles like, it kind of handles like my Sporty.
Yeah.
Like I was just like, oh wow.
It's,
It actually handles better than the Sporty because the Sporty's kind of jumpy.
yeah.
This is like, I thought it would be way heavier.
Nope.
I thought it would be, you know, a little apprehensive at first with the weights.
Yep.
But man, like once you kind of get used to it,
Yep.
and then
And not only
all the
that,
modes.
yeah, not only just that, you getting used to it. Once you get used to it, yes, that's a mental thing. But once you apply what you already know,
Yeah, exactly.
it's nothing. I mean, and that's another thing when I got on this bike. The nimbleness of it blew me away. Like, it's not just lighter. I don't know what the hell they did, but it seems to have a better center of.
It took me about 2 seconds to, not 2 seconds, but it took me about a minute to just say, oh, okay, like, all right, this is exact. Like, I can come to a stop smoother on this bike than I can on my dyno.
Yeah, yeah,
Like-
absolutely, man.
Like,
I'm glad you rode it. I'm glad you came out because I know you're a busy guy.
yeah.
But you know, at the end of the day, I always say this: we're all kind of busy, but we make time for what we really want to do, and it's always good to see you.
Yeah, man, you too. Thanks for bringing me out here. I might have just accidentally bought a 2024 Road Glide.
It happens, man. It happens.
Yeah, it does. You know,
Especially around me.
accidentally.
I've been
Yeah,
known to cost people money. I don't do it purposely.
I know.
I just want people to be happy, man. All right, guys. So there's Steve. He's going in to talk to Matt. Guys, I love seeing people's reactions after riding one of these 2024 Street Glide or Road Glides. But the Road Glide in particular, because again, the Street Glide, there's an issue with the handlebars. They're too low. But he was blown away, right? Like again, you heard what he said, right? We have to get over the, oh, it looks so much bigger than the bike I normally ride. So he's automatically expecting certain things that just didn't happen. But let's keep in mind, like I also said to him, all he has to do is apply what he already knows. He's been a preloader for a while now. He practices. So once you do that, get out of your head and just apply the same things. Follow the first 5 steps. Make sure you keep that throttle loaded. Listen to your preload and make sure it's high enough. You're going to be just fine. And to the point that when we got back here, Willie comes to a stop, I come to a stop, and Steve keeps going 2 more times because he didn't want to get off of it. So that's always good. All right, guys? All right, listen. I want to give a shout out to my California ambassador right here. That's Ruben. Ruben was holding the camera for me. Appreciate him. All right, that's going to do it, guys. We got to head back to Lake Elsinore because I got a private lesson today. And I'm looking forward to meeting her and working with her. And she'll also be in the practice session tomorrow. Also, I'm going to be doing a separate video for you guys with Steve at his newly expanded warehouse. And we're going to talk about some stuff there. All right, guys? Spend more time being thankful for the things that you have, guys, and less time complaining about the things that you don't. Let's see if Steve is going to be thankful for this. I don't know. You know, you never know. All I'm going to say is the fact that he didn't stop speaks wonders. All right, guys. It's not about being the best. It's about being the boss. Remember that. Seat time doesn't equal practice time, guys. And if you have time to ride your motorcycles, you have time to practice on it. It's not my opinion. Until next time.